So guys, let's look at this question. Solve the equation 9 to the power x plus 3 to the power x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so since we have a 3 here, we can also write this 9 in form of, so this one can also be written as 3 raised to the power x, then squared, because no 3 squared you obtain 9. Okay, and then plus you maintain this 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now having done this, what you're supposed to do is, since 3 to the power x and 3 to the power x, these are common in the first two terms, this term and this term. So you say let y, so you say let y be equal to 3 raised to the power x. Okay, so mean where there is 3 to the power x, you put y. So we are going to have y squared, okay, plus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, I hope we are moving together, guys. Okay, so now having done this, what we have is now a quadratic equation. Okay, what we have is a quadratic equation. So now what we are going to do is we are going to find the product, the sum, and the factors. Okay, so how do you find the product? So finding the product, you just multiply the first number by the last number. So the first number, it's like you have got a 1 here. So 1 times -2, you get -2 is our product. Then our sum is the middle term number, the number in between. So it's like you have a 1 here. Okay, so 1 is our sum. Okay, 1 is our sum. Then we are going to get two factors, such that when we multiply those two numbers, two factors, when we multiply them, we're supposed to get -2, and when we add them, we are supposed to get our our sum, which is positive what? Positive 1. Okay, so which numbers are those? So the factors are +2 and negative what? 1. Okay, so the factors are +2 and negative what? 1. Okay, so we're going to write these factors in terms of x. So we're going to have 2x minus x. So minus y, sorry, I thought this is y, x. So minus c. Okay, so this is y. So it becomes y. Okay, we're going to write in terms of what? Y. So our factors are 2y minus y. Okay, so we're going to write this one as y squared. Now 2y minus y, it's y. So where there is y, you put what? +2y minus y. Then minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so having done this, we can now factorize. Okay, so we can factorize what is common here. So what is common here is what? Y is common. Okay, then you open the brackets. So y into y squared, you get y plus y into 2y, you get 2. Okay, on the other side, what is common? -1 is common. Then open brackets. Okay, negative into negative is positive. 1 into y, it's y. Negative into negative is positive. 1 into 2, you get 2. is equal to 0. Okay, let's move on. So having done this, we're going to come up with two terms. We're going to have y minus 1. Then these are the same, just get 1 and say y plus 2. All these are equal to 0. Okay, so we're going to equate each term to what? 0. So y minus 1 is equal to 0, or y plus 2 is also equal to what? 0. Okay, so let's move on. So the first one I'm going to have y. This is negative 1. When you transpose it, you're going to have positive 1, or y is equal to, this is positive 2. When you transpose it, you're going to have negative what? 2. Okay, so in this case, since we know that, we know that we said, remember what we said? We said y, and you can say 3 raised to the power x is equal to y. Okay, that's what we said. Okay, 3 raised to the power x is equal to y, and in this case our y is 1. So we're going to say, let me just move my camera nicely. So we're going to say 3x, what is our y? Get 1. Okay, now for us to come up with the value of x, let me just write this side. We're going to write 3 raised to the power x. Now we need to have the same bases so that we equate the powers. So we're going to have base 3 here. Okay, now for us to obtain 1, 3 should be raised to the power 0, because to the power 0 is what? It's 1. Okay, now since the bases are the same, now the same, we can equate the powers and say x is equal to 0 as our answer. Okay,